If for whatever reason you don't know what's happened with Mickey in the Big Brother house and you don't want to know, keep scrolling, because people will be like, oh, thanks for wasting it, even though it's everywhere. So anyway, let's continue. Mickey was asked to leave the house after an incident with Chris during a task, and apparently there was more inappropriate language and aggressive behaviour. Now, while I understand and agree that woke culture is annoying and people can be too sensitive, when somebody is breaking the rules, regardless of whatever else they're saying, they should be out the house. The first incident with Jojo, and he was saying things about, I'm getting the lesbian out, even taking away the language that he used, he was still talking about nominations. He was still saying, I'm going to get the lesbian out real quick. That is a rule break. And he only got one warning, even though he used offensive language. So in my opinion, he should have got 2 warnings for that. But we all know that he didn't read the rules. He was only in there for the money. Multiple articles said that he received several other warnings, but these weren't formal warnings. So I literally just seen a clip of him talking to Ella and somebody else, and he was saying, oh, will you guys vote me out? And she says, oh, we're not allowed to talk about nominations. And he says, oh, am I still up? And she says, I can't talk about this because we'll get in trouble. And they walked away. And people in the comments were saying, oh, they're not even helping him. They're not allowed to speak about nominations. It's the rules. So regardless of even anything that he did say to Chris, he still should have got a warning for that. He's been told now on several occasions you're not allowed to talk about nominations. People might say, oh, he's in his 70s, he doesn't know. See if he's not aware of his surroundings. See if he hasn't got a clue what's going on. He shouldn't be in there in the first place. Now, it's not even as if I was on the get Mickey out train. I did think he was amusing to a certain degree. But even when he was walking into the house, the way he acted with AJ, the way he pulled her into him, I was shocked at that. And I'm even more shocked at all the people in the comments, especially women, blaming AJ because of the way she was dressed. And then on eviction night, she had to wear a full suit. You would think we were still living in the 70s the way people are acting. And okay, people are extra sensitive these days and you can't really say anything, but there should still be a line. You still shouldn't be able to just grab somebody. You still shouldn't be able to say the F word to people. And there's so many toxic people that are supporting him, literally just for no reason. If you watch the show and you were like that, oh, he's entertaining and blah, 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 that's fine. But there was so many people saying, Mickey to win, I'm backing Mickey. And then when he got told to leave the house, they were saying, oh, I didn't watch it anyway, it's a crap show. Well, why do you want somebody to win when you've not even watched the show? You don't even know anything that they've done. You're just backing them blindly. It's fucking exhausting. Yesterday I seen a video of the things that he supposedly done to his exes, and let me tell you, it was shocking. What I was confused about was he was accused of DV and then the charges were dropped. It might have been different back in the 80s and early 90s, but nowadays if you get somebody charged with that, you can't drop the charges. Obviously because they think that you're being blackmailed or whatever. So a lot of people are saying, oh, they've shot themselves in the foot by getting him out the house. The ratings are already low. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're breaking the actual Big Brother rules, get the fuck out the house. As for offensive things he's saying, do I think he should have been put out the house just for that? Not unless the person that he was speaking to actually went to Big Brother and spoke about their concerns, because it's not our job to be offended for other people. I made a video last night saying that Mickey was out, put Michael back in, and somebody wrote in the comments, why would they put a housemate out who'd already been evicted with wee laughy face emojis? And I love it when people use laughy face emojis and then go on to say something completely wrong. It actually makes my day. Keep in mind that I've watched all the Big Brothers for America, Canada, Australia and the UK, and I know that it happens all the time. Has it happened that often in the UK? No, but it has happened. They've brought back evicted housemates. And not only that, remember the time that John Tickle got voted out and then they brought him back in but he couldn't win the show? So it does happen. Laughy face emoji. Anyway, most of the people that are saying, oh, it's going to be boring now, I'm not watching it now. 80% of the people weren't even watching it anyway, so who actually gives a fuck? And if they did watch Big Brother, which I have for decades, then they would know that when louder people or more controversial people leave the house, then the quieter people come out their shell more, and there is actually entertainment. But see if you don't want to watch it, turn it over.